We don't play. We just go all in one take. Right,
Nothing
Dylan?
is removed.
Nothing is removed.
Gummit.
Yeah. Dylan is still to this day the only person who we've ever had to restart an episode for.
Wow.
So, yep.
And
Well done, Dylan.
Applause right there. A round of applause.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Guys, thank you a ton for coming in. You guys are in the middle of the sales summit right now. It's busy. You guys have got a lot that you guys are learning and going over, and it's very exciting, I'm sure.
it's awesome.
But the most exciting part of your day is now starting. So
That's right.
We
It's
are.
you got the big Axel podcast going on.
Yeah.
So
100,000.
100,000. Whatever the heck that even means. Skibbity. Please no. Please no.
We have to work with these people every single day.
Every day. Azure, I am so sorry. Man. Azure, you are an award-winning partner success manager.
all right. Well, this
Yes. So you guys had a big awards dinner last night. You guys played some poker, and you won the award for the top partner success manager in 2024.
I did.
So that is kind of cool. So,
the Ohio Riz.
no, Ohio's bad.
Oh, it's bad.
I don't know what you just said.
Azure.
Yeah, neither. She's not Ohio. She's Sigma.
She's sick. Oh, yeah. It was the SIGMA award for the PSA.
To all my guys in Ohio, it's not bad. Well, ups or
I don't know
down.
what you guys.
That's true. I don't know why everybody.
Ohio is bad.
Ohio was. And the only reason I know that is because that's what my 8-year-old son told me. So he may or may not actually be correct.
Yeah, you never know with the slang nowadays. Yeah, seriously.
No, it's getting so wild. But anyways, guys, thanks a ton for jumping on. I want to go around and have everybody introduce themselves because this is some people. This is your first time on the podcast.
That is true.
So I want to make sure that you tell our listeners who you are and the areas that you cover. So let's start with our award winner, Azure.
All right. I'm Azure Fike, and I cover the Southeast Territory of the United States. And what else do I need to say?
I think that's good, and you are awesome.
Thank you. And I wish you
Yes.
All right.
So, I'm Eddie. I am the guy who helps Marshall, Benji, and Greg on the west side, the Pacific region, Mountain West region. And yeah, I mean, just let me know what you need, and I'm here to help.
There you go.
He's so cool, dude. Yeah, just that dude. He was the dude.
Call me.
I love it, man. I love it.
That's right.
It's not IE, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know. Why? Please,
No.
please.
It's YE.
Wow.
I actually have YEs. I can say.
Edgy.
I have 2 emails, EDDY and EDDIU in the Don't say that. I have one email, EDDY. Email you with the other one.
Man. All right, let's go over here.
All right, my name is Sasha. I have a very long last name, Voskoboynikova.
Yeah, that's so impressive.
Thank you. That's do you want to try it?
That is Voskoboynikova.
Spell it. But yeah.
Okay, I will try to spell it. Here we go.
Okay.
Voskoboynikova. Oh,
Close. Those
It's also
boy. Okay. Boy.
It's actually spelled exactly how it's out. Voskoboynikova.
I thought there was a number in there somewhere, but maybe not.
Somewhere in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
It's a 0, sort of a no.
Yeah, uh-huh.
With the line.
Makes sense.
That is. But I work with Mike Brimmer and Carlos Romo, taking care of the central region. So yeah, I'm happy to help if you ever have questions, be a point of contact. We'll also take care of a little bit of Canada. So
There you go.
I
Canada.
forgot Canada. I also have some of Canada. Alberta.
And then we have our local hick.
Yes, sir. I'm Dylan Sharp. I cover the Great Lakes and the Northeast with J.R. Andrews and Paul Delaski.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's good to have everybody here. Dylan, you actually do work remote. You're not here. You work in Idaho. So you're the only partner success manager that had to come in for the sales summit. But we are very happy to have you here and have you on the Big Access podcast. Sean,
Shot from my good side.
yeah. We know what happened the last time. So, Sean, how is it running this team?
It's amazing, man. Like, I have 4 vastly different type of people that are on this team. And it's been awesome just kind of getting to know how to manage different personalities. Because usually in sales, you kind of come across very similar personality types.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I've been used to in my career, but not here at PDK, which has been good, by the way. That's actually a really good thing because every region kind of has different personality types, among our dealers too. So there's just a lot of flexibility when it comes to, how these guys interact with their dealers. And, so it makes my job easy because I just get to let them kind of be who they are.
Yeah.
And I think it pays off. I mean, everybody I talk to loves these guys. They do an outstanding job. They support our partners and they support the outside team as well.
Well, they also help support marketing a lot too. So thank you guys for everything that you guys help provide us with. We can't do what we do without you guys. So
What else do you love about me?
That's where it ends.
he's saying it. We're all thinking it.
Sure. Yeah, that's where it ends. You're pushing it, bud.
That's fine. I'll ask you again later.
Remember that one episode of the Big X's podcast that Eddie was on? The only episode? Anyways.
I hope it's not the last.
Has he been on one?
No, I'm just saying this is the only one.
Oh,
We're not doing another.
Like, I don't remember him being on another one. But yes, that does make sense. This
Yeah.
will be Eddie's only.
Yeah.
Has Sasha been on one?
No, this is Sasha's first or two, right? Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Well, today what I want to talk about is what's hot in access control in your areas. So that could be, hey, is a certain type of credential hot, or is it a certain type of installation in a vertical hot, or is it a type of controllers? Is it integrations, things like that? I want to know, what are you guys seeing is really important right now? And I want you guys to educate our listeners a little bit more on them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start over here with our award winner and have her talk to us about what is hot in the Southeast.
All right. Well, I also failed to mention in the beginning that I do work with Scott and Hal out of the Southeast. But what I'm finding, and it also depends if it's in Florida or Georgia, I'm finding a lot of like high-rise apartment buildings in like Sarasota.
Yeah.
Kind of new builds that they want to put a bunch of PDK on. And I'm finding like retirement homes and like schools, like student housing. So I'm seeing a lot of different verticals with that.
That's awesome. I mean, ultimately, yeah, multifamily living is blowing up right now.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing PDK start to take the steps towards making sure that that is a big focus for us in a lot of different avenues. And we do that through different types of hardware and through different types of software integrations as well. So MDUs, very important. Dylan, I want to go over here to you now. What are you seeing that's hot?
I think something that's really big for my region is integrations. I cover a lot of different locations in the sense of what they have. So Kentucky, New York, both in my areas. So,
What, you think those are different?
oh, they could be the same. I mean, depends on how you're watching, I guess. But some of them need some custom needs, and having integrations that cater to them, having our API to support custom needs that we've never seen before. So looping in our integrations team and bringing those in and bringing projects to our installers that they've never been able to do before.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Is there any particular integration that you're seeing is the most commonly used out there?
So a huge one is my door view.
Yeah.
So intercoms, and they've been awesome. They provide excellent support to our dealers. So I have all over the Northeast and the Great Lakes, my door view has been used everywhere.
That's awesome. I really like the guys over at My Door View. In fact, they were just here for you guys' summit, right? They were looking in to come and chat with you guys and talk with you. How was that conversation, Sean?
It was great. It was great. We got to ask a little bit more pointed questions, because we had the time to be able to do so. A lot of times we're so slammed trying to get these guys the information to support the dealers so that they can get their questions answered. So just being able to see what their product offerings are, we got a little bit of insight into their roadmap of what's to come when it pertains to their hardware. Cause we're not here to sell their hardware for them. So, we don't want to memorize their book of business, but it is nice to kind of understand, can we accomplish what they're looking for? Right. So getting some more insight into that, I think for me personally was really useful. I'm sure the team could speak to that too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Glad to hear that. I know that, that's another one that goes along with MDUs, right? Multifamily it's really important to have an intercom system there that can call out to any one of the residents there in one of those buildings. So
It's huge for it.
I love it.
Huge for it.
Yeah. Sasha, let's go to you. What is really popular in your area?
Lately it's been educational spaces.
Yeah.
Or your schools, your colleges, and hotels as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a big project going on right now. We're planning on. So those are some big verticals that I see it.
Why do you think it's important for schools to have an access control system?
Our lockdown feature, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of tops it. Yeah. The rules, the lockdowns. I think it helps making sure that kids feel safe.
I mean, isn't that important?
Yeah.
Right. That ultimately is one of the biggest reasons why we do what we do. Is we're here to protect people and property, and whose lives are more important than our kids, right? We want to make sure that they are all protected, and that they feel safe. That in a public space where they can go and be educated. That's important, and so that's another big focus for PDK is on education safety. In fact, we have just released 4 new integrations with a bunch of education protection softwares.
So exciting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Raptor Technologies, Centegix, Agix, and Infocast all are great integrations that ultimately are there to help protect students.
Yeah.
So I love that. Awesome. Eddie, what's big in the Mountain West?
Mountain West, yeah. So what I've been noticing a lot more is, we're in a lot of school district projects coming up, as well as government facilities and multi-locational facilities is what I've been having a lot more conversations about and setting those up and planning for those. So also what I'm excited to start seeing more in those school districts is are the new integrations that we have to see how they work. Because they're fairly new, so I don't know too much, and I'm excited to learn and see what that brings on with our system.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. All really big things that are going on with PDK, right? And big access control opportunities that exist out there. I mean, ultimately, when you look at the different regions in the country that you guys all cover, there's different things that are popular based on that region, right? You mentioned a bunch of like high rises and integrations with that. You're kind of experiencing the same thing. Schools is really big in the central, and so lots of different things. And that I think really speaks to the versatility of PDK, right? And so, Sean, talk to me a little bit about what makes PDK so versatile so that it can be successful in all of these different areas and be able to accomplish anything that is really in demand at the moment.
It's going to sound cliche, but I really believe it has to do with our number one core value, partner fanaticism, right? And we say it all the time, but we really mean it. Like it's how we build our product. And that's the reason that we can be flexible and you can see versatility among not just our hardware, but our software. And we're not stagnant. This sales summit, we're learning a lot about the roadmap of where PDK is going, and it's exciting. And every time we see the roadmap, it's always based on dealers' feedback 100% of the time, right? So we don't just make decisions because we're like, hey, we're brilliant. We make decisions because we go, hey, our partners are brilliant. They're in front of their customers. They know what their needs are. And then, so it's kind of easy for us, right? I mean, we have to put in all the hard work on the engineering side, but it's easy to listen to our partners like, hey, we need X, Y, and Z. We're like, all right, let's get to work. So I think that's what makes us super versatile is we listen to our partners and we know that if they succeed, we succeed.
I think it's really cool. I mean, ultimately, when I think about the different things that make us versatile, it's things like the integrations, right? You look at our integrations tab right now, and this time last year, we were really pushing to get 4 of them ready for IS.
Yeah.
And it was a push. Now we have something like 25 in there.
Yeah.
And listening to David talk and tell me that he has 86 others in queue.
David is the man.
He's so good.
He's the man.
David is so good, dude.
Yeah.
That dude is going to drown me. The amount of bread I have coming up from these is ridiculous.
Yep.
So, but that's a fantastic problem to have, right? And that is a big way that makes PDK versatile.
Yeah.
Because we can make it where our system can work with an end user's VMS system that might already be in place. We can work with an intercom panel that is needing to be out there. We can work with education softwares. We can work with different, scheduling softwares like, pickleball scheduling softwares or golf simulators.
Yeah.
Number of different things like that we're able to work with because we have that open API and those integration capabilities. So that's cool. Another way that PDK is versatile, we've got a variety of different credentialing options and a variety of different readers and a variety of different controllers and even customizable controllers that ultimately help us to be able to put access control in areas where maybe you couldn't get access control in before.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's way exciting.
Yeah. I love it. Well, guys, thank you a ton for taking the time to jump on the Big Access podcast. I know that you guys have a tight schedule during the summit, so I want to be able to get you guys back to that summit and be able to continue learning and having education and having a great time with all the sales guys. It sure is fun seeing everybody here. It's amazing at how fast the sales team has grown over the last few years. When I first started here at PDK 8 years ago, there was 3 sales guys. Yeah, it was me, one other person, and then and Paul Delaski. We were running the whole thing. And now you look there in that Olympus conference room, and it's packed. It's packed. You guys had to steal all the chairs from the lobby just to be able to fit everybody. That is so cool.
We will not be doing a summit in there next year.
No, you're gonna have to totally go somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
be outside.
We're gonna have to go to Costa Rica.
That's what I thought. Costa Rica, man.
Evan Trent, what do you think? Yes, you know.
That would be amazing.
That would be insane.
I definitely will have to speak at that summit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, I'll put in a good rub. Like, hey man, we need Brach to be here.
Yeah.
and he needs to be at least a day's worth of our training.
But 100%. Yeah.
And then he's gonna need a room so he can recoup from the day before. Through a few days,
This
component.
yes, this sounds like a great idea.
Yes, everybody's. I mean, how is Evan gonna say no to all of us?
That's right.
Are we gonna?
He can't stop us all.
House of value.
Right? Dude, we have to do some Big Access podcasts in Costa Rica.
Beach backgrounds. Like we need real.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we need the real.
Well, it's going to be great because we can talk with our smooth, sultry sounds, especially yours, right?
Yeah.
And then in the background, you have the wow.
That was pretty good, dude.
And then Eddie's up here with the conch shell.
I don't think I can recreate those. That's all I hear.
If he's got a full large pizza, he folds it in half. He's just like,
I'll just be eating on camera. That's my specialty. I just super that.
ASMR by PDK.
Have you guys tried the Costa Rican pizza?
We did.
anchovies.
So we did talk about Eddie needs to start a YouTube channel and we're a TikTok channel, and all it was going to be was him reviewing onion rings from a bunch of different varieties.
I'd watch it.
I'd eat it.
The whole channel?
People are just gonna send him food to test.
Yeah, right.
I would love to. I mean, if you guys have any suggestions on places with good onion rings, I'll visit. I'll make the flight and the drive, and I'll try it out, and I'll start a channel. Eddie Eats. Eddie Eats. Eddie Eats. That's the one.
Eddie Eats. Eddie Eats. Hey. It's like new slang, dude. Love it.
Eddie Eats. Eddie Eats and Yeats. And then you.
R-O-A-E-E.
Okay, well, we don't normally have rabbit holes at the end of a podcast.
No, we
Just so that's a first.
Yeah.
Do we ever explore a second one?
I think we're good, and that was great. Sorry, Dylan. It's not happening.
Speaking of funny wordplay and Dylan being from Idaho, do you guys want to hear the funniest thing ever really fast? So my daughter, like 4 years ago, she's telling me a story about how there's this boy that she goes to school with, and his name's Mateo. And she's like, but Dad, everybody calls him Potato. I thought it was the funniest thing ever, dude. I'm like, wait. They call him Potato? She goes, yeah, but his name's Mateo, but they call him Potato. She's like 4 years old, and I just start rolling, and she's looking at me like, but it's kind of mean that they're calling him potatoes on
Condensing mashed potato.
exactly, dude. I'm like, so we literally like every year or so that story will come up, and then everybody in my family just starts rolling because it's the funniest thing.
That is amazing.
Does
So
he still
what
call-
you're saying is we're going to start calling Dylan Potato.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I already do.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not because he's
He's my contact in this.
it's not because he's a couch
And
potato. He
Thomas
actually works.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he does.
It does work. I promise.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Big Access Podcast. If you have not already done so, be sure to leave a 5-star rating and then subscribe to it, and leave any comments on particular topics that you're wanting to learn about. We'll be sure to add that to an upcoming episode. But thank you a ton. We will see you next time.